Hi, I'm Jarrod Spector. I'm currently playing Sonny Bono in the Cher Show, and previously I played Frankie Valli in Jersey Boys, and I played Barry Mann in Beautiful, the Carole King Musical, so naturally I'm here today to talk about playing real people on Broadway.
Walk like a man, fast as I can. Walk like a man from you.
I actually got to spend some time with Frankie Valli. He's a very serious guy. He's not jovial, he's not light. Frankie and the Four Seasons are famously from Belleville, New Jersey, which is a tough kind of a town, and all of those things informed the way I attacked each scene. He's more like Michael Corleone, and I used some of that for Frankie because I thought those two guys match up to me in so many ways. But ultimately, it's all about the voice. And if you don't sound like him, all the rest of it is for naught.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
When I started to sing the score, I couldn't get all the way through it, and I couldn't quite figure out why. And then I started listening even more to Frankie's vowel modifications. And this is very specific, but this is sort of the way into him, is he really taught me how to sing rock music. If you come from a theater background and you go to sing a song like, for instance, Working My Way Back to You. That's the name of the song, right? Working my way back to you, babe. You would never sing it like that. First of all, it sounds like it's supposed to be in, Brigadoon, and also, it's just not the way, it's just too difficult to sing, especially in the key that it's in. If you allow these sloppy vowels like Frankie does, that come very naturally to him, but for a musical theater singer is something you have to really think about. I thought, okay, that's something I really want to do. He goes, working my way back to you, babe, right? It's wet. And it's that attack on working, and if you don't have those things, then you don't sound like him. And then the rest of it is like you can do cartwheels. It doesn't matter. You're not going to be him.
Working my way back to you, babe.
Someone described it as glass shattering. That's right, but in like the best way. You can't say Sherry, baby. I mean, that's a way to sing falsetto, right? But there are a million ways to sing falsetto. But Frankie goes Sherry, baby. And then he goes, Sherry, won't you come out tonight? It's boom, boom. All the intervals have to be sharp, right? That's the way Frankie sings.
Sherry, can you come out tonight? I'd like to know that your love.
So Barry Mann is a very famous songwriter who wrote You've Lost That Love and Feeling, among many other hits, including Who Put the Bomp in the Bomp-a-Bomp-a-Bomp.
Who put the bomb in the bomb?
His writing partner, Cynthia Weil, is his wife and has been for 50 plus years. My Cynthia Weil on stage, Anika Larson, and I spent a bunch of time with Barry and Cynthia. The thing is, Barry is an erotic Jewish musician from a northeast city. It wasn't a huge stretch.
Though sometimes we'll fight.
Barry is a hypochondriac, but he's also a ladies' man. My key into this is a monologue early on in the show when Barry comes in and he's having this very frank conversation with Carole King, reciting all of his doctor's appointments from that day, but in the meantime, creating this sort of flirty rapport with Cynthia Weil at the same time. It almost doesn't matter what you say. I'm gonna go to the dentist and then I'll go to the head doctor. I really know what it's fine. And then later I'm out of my mind, but I really know what I'm doing, okay? Right, and you're really cute. As long as you can find those seemingly incongruous energies at the same time.
We got so much we share.
He's not so orally recognizable, you don't know his voice right away. I kind of just did what I thought best with him. I think that that's okay because he and Cynthia were both very okay with it, and he always said, you don't sound like me, but you sound great, so just keep doing what you're doing.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way.
Now, this guy was the biggest stretch for me, and this is where inner tempo and physicality really came into play. He also has that cry in his voice, I got you, hold my hand. This sort of lilt in his voice when he sings. So that wasn't totally dissimilar from Frankie, right? I basically just played it in my ear and sang along until I couldn't always tell the difference between my voice and his. The bigger trick for Sonny was the stuff from Comedy Hour. The most important thing was finding his tempo and the way he sits and the way he walks and the way he points. And he's on the stage with Cher and he sort of punches her in the arm. Oh, there's stuff that you can watch ad nauseum, which I did.
I am back, folks. I am back. It's a new time and a new day, but Sonny Bones is back.
You can hear the smile. right? Everything is sort of said with a smile. Ah, Cher. You're not really sure if he's happy, but he's smiling, and there is some mischief there. There's this wicked sense of humor. He was born in Detroit and then grew up in Southern California. So he's got this weird, laid-back SoCal feel, but also Midwest vowel sound. So, everything Cher, he hits his R's hard, and he says, Cher, you're gonna have to make it up to me, like that kind of stuff, which just did not occur naturally to me. I'm a Northeast Jewish guy, and I tend to lean forward. I have a lot, and Frankie tends to lead from his chest. Frankie's a proud guy, strong back, tends to lead from his chest. But Sonny definitely leads from his crotch. He's just got a slower tempo than I do, and he kind of allows his body, his crotch leads. I mean, and he moves slow. And Cher said to me, I don't know if Sonny would love every minute of this show because Sonny is very much the antagonist of the Cher Show in a lot of ways, but he would love being represented up there, and so he would love it.
I got you, babe.
It's figuring out what is most famous about them, what makes them the most famous, getting those couple of anchors in and digging into them, and then giving yourself permission to just be an actor the rest of the time, because ultimately that's the job, and it's all part of the actor's craft.
Riding high when I was king, played it hard and fast 'cause I had everything. You walk